Yes, people. I'm Chris Rose, and welcome to another Devotions in a Durag. I hope you're all well, and today we'll be speaking about how do we respond to challenges that we face in our life. We all go through difficult times. Whether you are rich or poor, black or white, young or old, you will face trials of some kind in your life because life is hard. Many of you may have gone through difficult things in your past or even currently. Maybe you have lost someone close to you, or you failed at something you wanted to achieve, or you're heartbroken. Maybe it might be financial difficulties. Whatever it is, we all go through stuff. And some of the things that you may have been through may have been so unpleasant and so disgusting and so horrible that you don't know how you are going to make it through. But I believe that even though we go through these challenges, we can come out the other end stronger, better, and wiser than before. I want to share with you a scripture from James 1, verse 2 to 3. And it says this: "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." I remember going through a difficult time in my life, and someone shared this scripture with me, and I was so annoyed. I didn't want to hear it. Consider it pure joy. I felt that was like a slap in the face to what I was really going through. But actually, when I look into the scripture in more detail and more depth, I realized that what the passage is saying is to change your perspective. See, when James wrote the scripture, he was encouraging Christians who were being persecuted, who were being tortured, being imprisoned. They were going through all sorts of stuff. And he is encouraging them by saying, see the positive, which is crazy. To go through all of that stuff and see the positive, but he's saying, no, look at the positive. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the fact that God is doing something big. God is doing something great. He is building you as a person. He's building us as a people, and he is building his church. This is what James was saying to the people. He is saying, do not focus on what is happening now, but focus on the wider experience. James is saying to look at the bigger picture. You can't consider these individual things and situations joy, but you can consider joy the end, the process, that you are going to be something great. I want you guys to think about this. If I gave you a tub of butter, just raw butter to eat, would that be pleasant? Would you enjoy it? Would you eat it? If I gave you just flour, a bowl of flour to eat, would you? If I cracked open an egg, and a raw egg, and gave that to you to eat, would you find that pleasant? Would that be enjoyable? And the answer is no, you wouldn't. Because these things are unpleasant. They are disgusting. They are horrible separately and in its raw state. But when you put it together, when you put it through a process, when you put it in the oven, what do you get out of it? You get cake. Butter, flour, eggs are key ingredients to cake. If you reject those ingredients, you ultimately reject the cake. I want you to think about your trials and your challenges in the same way. Your challenges are things in the moment that are unpleasant, that are disgusting, that are horrible. They don't taste nice. To experience them is not nice. But when all of those moments are put together, when all of the experiences of life and everything you have been through comes together and goes through a process, at the end is something good. Ultimately, you wouldn't be who you are if it wasn't for the experiences that you've had. See, when we experience those things in isolation, it's very hard for us to see the bigger picture. I've been there, I know. It's very hard for you to think about flour, butter, and eggs and realize that what you're looking at is actually cake. Because it needs to go through that process. I want you all to understand that your pain that you have been through is not wasted. Your heartbreak, your failures are not wasted. Your tears are not wasted. God isn't wasting any of those key ingredients. He is using all of those negative and bad things and turning it into a beautiful cake. See, I'm not saying that God is going to make everything perfect for you. I'm not saying that you're going to be rich or you're never going to lose no one, because that would be a lie. But what I'm saying is that God is going to build your character, your resilience, and your purpose. God is going to teach you how to love. He's going to teach you discipline, humility, all of those things that are godly characteristics. God is going to take your experiences and make you into something greater. So don't just look at the flour, the butter, and the eggs. Focus on the cake that is lying at the end of it. So please be encouraged and know that you can get through your challenges. And when you get through your challenges and your trials and your difficulties, you will be stronger. Be blessed. I hope that blesses you today. Speak to you soon. Thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. Your support is so precious to me as I'm just starting out. I hope to speak to you soon and have a great day. God bless.